When the first trailer for this movie came out, I was like, that looks terrible. I actually might skip this one. But when the second trailer for this movie came out, I was won over, and I could not wait to see it. So how did Transformers 1 turn out? Well, it's time to talk about it. How's it going, guys? My name is Luke Ponto, and welcome to another brand new movie review. And tonight we are here talking about Transformers 1. That's right, this is the new Transformers film that's completely animated. So, for anyone that's been turned off by this, just wait, I have some thoughts. This one is directed by Josh Cooley, who also brought you Toy Story 4, which in my opinion is very good. Has a great voice casting, including Chris Hemsworth, Brian Tyree Henry, Keegan Michael Key, Scarlett Johansson, John Hamm, Laurence Fishburne, and Steve Buscemi. So what's this one about, you may ask? Well, I'll tell you. This movie follows the untold origin story of Optimus Prime and Megatron, better known as sworn enemies, but once were friends, bonded like brothers, who changed the fate of Cybertron forever. Now, let me get this clear from the get-go. I am not the biggest Transformers fan. Now, I love the original film from Michael Bay. That movie I think is awesome. But then, Revenge of the Fallen, ugh. And then Dark of the Moon, yeah, good stuff. Age of Extinction, ugh. And then Last Night, ugh. And then Bumblebee, which brought it back for me. And then last year's Rise of the Beasts, a lot better than I expected, honestly. So going into this one, like I said, hated the first trailer, saw the second trailer, and I was completely won over. So I was like, okay, I'm still nervous about this one, but let's see what Josh Cooley has up his sleeve here. Now, can I say walking out of this one that this is the best Transformers movie? Yes. Yes, I can. Now, is that to say that this is a perfect film? No, not even close. There is some issues, which I'm going to get to right this moment, because I like to end things on a positive note if I'm talking about a good movie. So, let's get right to it. So, beginning with the negatives, first off, the first act is a little slow, in my opinion. I'm glad that it's like some good build-up to kind of get us behind like their friendship a little bit between Optimus Prime and Megatron, but I felt the pacing was just a little off for me. Like, there were times where I'm just like, okay, pick up the pace, come on, what are we doing? What are we doing here? And then there's actually a couple times where I do think the film is a little crammed within itself. Like, there's times where I do think this, like, where there's certain things that are going on, I just felt like it just kind of got a little crammed. Like, they're trying to tell, I kind of feel like they're trying to tell, like, two different stories in certain aspects. Like, one story is between Optimus Prime and Megatron's friendship, and also them bonding with Alita and B-127. And then there's another story that revolves around Sentinel Prime. That he's like the most beloved person, like the most beloved Autobot on Cybertron. But then the other people are trying to figure out stuff about what happened. And like, I kind of feel like with what they were trying to do, it kind of just was a little bit juggled a little bit. Now, it may seem like I'm talking out of my ass while saying that, but that's just how I feel personally. So don't go down in the comments and being like, that issue sounds like you're talking out of your ass. You might be right, but this is just what I took away from this film. I felt like there were times where the story got crammed. Like, they were trying to shove in a few too many ideas that I think could have worked if you extended the runtime, in my opinion. I think this film could have easily been 15 minutes longer. Like, 10 to 15 minutes at least, to kind of pad out the story a little bit. And maybe kind of give it a little bit more levity. And, I don't know. That's just what I'm taking away from this movie. But other than that, I really, really enjoyed this movie. Like, first off, the animation. Take what you love about the original like 80s cartoon of Transformers of the Transformers the movie, as it's particularly called, and kind of combine that with 3D animation, you kind of have the same effect, but it's actually done really well. The action is so good. I was on the edge of my seat with this action scenes. It's really well directed and edited as well. The voice acting all across the board. At first, I was actually questioning the casting choices, even especially after I saw the first trailer. But as I kind of got into the film, I was like, wow, they're doing really good. I mean, Chris Hemsworth as Orion Pax, which is originally the Autobot's name before he was Optimus Prime, is really good in this movie. Like, you can sense what this guy is wanting to do with his life. Like, you can honestly sense what he wants to do, and I love seeing him bond with D16, aka Megatron, voiced here by Brian Tyree Henry, who is also fantastic in this movie. You do kind of see him get to evolve a little bit into what we know him as now, but not to spoil much here. That's some of that stuff that when it comes to Megatron's kind of side, like him kind of turning onto the bad side, like when we saw that in the second trailer, that doesn't happen until later in the film. I just want you guys to know that. It doesn't happen until later in the film. But I will say, but for what we do get out of it, it's really good. Scarlett Johansson as Alita is so good in this. I mean, you can definitely tell it is Scarlett Johansson, but when it comes to the voice acting, but she's still really good in it, though. John Hamm as Sentinel Prime, I could be wrong on that, but if that's what he plays as, actually, I'm going to fact check this right now. Okay, I fact checked it. I was correct. Yeah, but John Hamm was really good as Sentinel Prime. Keegan Michael freaking Key as B-127, or as he likes to call himself, Badassatron. That was a terrible impression, but I love this. Like, I love the voice cast. I love the animation. I love the action sequences. There's a really good emotional connection here between Optimus Prime and Megatron. You can sense their friendship, but then once you get towards the third act, you can definitely sense what they're going for, and I really like what they were going for with this. I don't know what else to say, you guys. If you guys are not really that big of Transformers fans, don't stray away from this. Like, I can probably tell you're gonna like this more than the rest of the Transformers films. If you're a huge Transformers fan, definitely go see this. Like, you don't even need to listen to my opinion. Just go see it. Go see it. But like I said, for non-Transformers fans, or if you're just a casual fan, please go see this movie. I highly recommend it. It's so much fun. And if you thought this film was just going to be a little kids movie, it definitely does have, like, the target audience for this film is definitely more towards kids. But I do think there is some good adult tones here in this film. When you really think, if you can think about certain things that happen in this film, there's definitely some certain adult tones that they go for, which I think was really well done. I don't know what else to say, you guys. Like I said, this is a really, really fun movie. If you guys have nothing to do with this weekend and you're thinking about seeing movies, if you want to go to a movie, I would recommend this one. I mean, you also got Speak No Evil and you got Beetlejuice. But guys, do not let this one slip under your radar. This is a really fun movie, and I do think, again, like I said, non-Transformers fans and Transformers fans are really going to like this movie. Go check it out. I'm going to give Transformers 1 an A-. Now, that's a strong A- right there, which, I mean, go see this movie. But let me know what you thought of Transformers 1 down in the comments below. What is your ranking of the Transformers franchise if you have one? Let me know all of that down in the comments below. And then some. Hit that subscribe button for me and hit that thumbs up as well. Tap on that share button as well. Share this video with your friends. Also, if you guys want to stay up to date on any videos I do, make sure you click on that notification bell right next to it. And that way you guys can stay notified on any future video. But anyways, guys, that's all I got for you today. So, I'm out of here. Peace out.